Welcome again. This is Domain Day for CheapWineFinder.com with another review, this time a cheapie. From Aldi, a $6.99 red blend. It's called Intermingle. It's a blend of Zinfandel, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon from various vineyards in California. It doesn't really say who, what, when, or where. The name Intermingle is owned by Aldi. Aldi does that often, where they own the brand name, so they ever have to get a different producer for their wines. You know, if there's money issues or whatever, they can just go out and get a different producer, and the wine stays the same. Without the name does. People don't really know the difference. And so there you go. But I think this wine is made by Suter Home, which is a branch of the Chinchero family estates. They have a lot of wines and a lot of wine brands, and they've been around for a very long time. Suter Home was first started in the 1890s, went out of business during Prohibition, came back in the 40s, and they were really big in the white Zinfandel craze in the 60s and 70s. Which is before my time on wine, but so they've been around forever, and the Chinchero's got a ton of brand names, you'd know. And one of the weird things about this is they won a silver medal at the Sommelier Choice Awards, which I thought was kind of shocking. It tells you a little bit about the wine, because they don't really tell you much about this wine. There is no tasting notes, there is no production notes. Suter Home has a red blend with the exact same grapes, the Zinfandel, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, but are the two wines anywhere close to each other? I don't know. They don't tell you that. But I thought it was interesting that they would bring a wine to a sommelier tasting, where there were actually certified sommeliers tasting the wine. That was a brand, someone else's brand. Wasn't even really a wine they were selling on their own. I mean, you would not take a wine there that wasn't well made, because that's the first thing they're going to catch. And it won an award. A silver award's fine with me. It's a $6.99 wine. I mean, you're not really looking for it to win the top prize or anything. So, but it won. I mean, it won something, and it won at had sommeliers sign their name on the bottom line. So that's what I know about this wine. And what does it taste like? So it's soft and smooth, not complex, but I'm going to taste it. Yeah, I mean, it's got good fruit. It's dry, but there's a little bit of nectar sweetness to the flavors. It's got black berries, red berries, a little bit of spice, a little bit of black pepper. The mid palate kind of mirrors the body of the wine, but it does add maybe some blueberry and some tart cranberry. The tannins, which are sometimes missing in inexpensive wine, and this is a $6.99 wine, has a little bit of tug, a little bit of pull in the mid palate, which is actually a really good thing when you're having those Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. You kind of want that. I mean, those are. Especially the Cabernet Sauvignon is a wine with tannins. Zinfandel has tannins. There's ways of making the wine that kind of reduces the tannins, but here we got a little bit of pull, which means the wine hasn't been neutered. The acidity is well balanced. Not complex, but what it has, it tastes good. So there you go. This is kind of one of those wines, it's like an inflation buster, where you don't want to spend a fortune. You may have, if you're going to pair this wine with something, say you get a burrito bowl from Chipotle, or you get some sort of beef stew or something. You wouldn't go very fancy, but it's got enough body to stand up to meat, burgers. I mean, if you buy, what do you want? Just go out and get like a good set of tacos or a decent hamburger from a local joint. This would be fine. This works well. I mean, it's not fine. It's like it would do very well. So I had another sip. I mean, it's $7 wine, $6.99. You wouldn't expect much from it, but obviously Chinchero and Suter Home thought enough of it to let Salms tear it apart, and it did okay. And that's okay for me. Domain Dave from cheapwinefighter.com. Like I said, this is not a wine that that has a story to tell, or that you're going to want to, make a mental note to go buy this. But if you're in a store and you need something, like you're in Aldi and you're picking up a few things, and usually you're in Aldi because you want to pick up a few things at a good price. Well, here you can get a bottle of wine at a good price, $6.99. That will go with what you're cooking. I mean, you don't need to be fancy. This is just a decent red wine. And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. And for the price, it's everything you're going to ask for. So that's it from me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefighter.com, Intermingle Red Blend 2020, $6.99 at Aldi. You don't need to spend a fortune on every wine, and this kind of wine proves it. So, like us where you like your podcast. I have to say that every single time, and I've got a bunch of wines coming up. Seems as this was a slow year for new brands and new bottlings coming out, and all of a sudden in December everything's happening. So we're going to be busy. We're going to be talking about good wines. We're going to have a good holiday. So adios. Stay safe, stay warm or cool or whatever it is out there, and I'll be talking to everybody. So keep it cheap. Adios. Bye-bye.